Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. President Trump took action to protect children from gender treatments. White House prepares executive order to eliminate Department of Education. President Trump to make history by attending Super Bowl in New Orleans. Trump and Netanyahu meet at the White House in first foreign visit of second term. Senate Intelligence Committee approves Tulsi Gabbard's nomination for Intelligence Chief. Doug Collins confirmed as Veterans Affairs Secretary in latest Trump cabinet appointment. Governor Hochul signs bill to safeguard abortion providers mailing pills. Grand New Year 2025 celebration for Bangladeshi expatriates in New York. Bill Gates talks about his regret over divorce and new relationship. Mexico deploys 10,000 troops to U.S. border amid trade deal. Sweden shooting at adult school leaves around 10 dead in Örebro. And Atlanta United breaks MLS record to sign striker Emmanuel Latte. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. President Donald Trump signed an order to stop doctors from giving children medical treatments that change their gender. This action has already made hospitals across the country change their policies. NYU Langone Health in New York canceled appointments for two 12-year-olds who were supposed to get puberty blockers. In Colorado, Denver Health stopped performing gender surgeries on minors, and UC Health ended all gender treatments for children. In Virginia, VCU Health and Children's Hospital of Richmond stopped giving transgender medicine and surgeries to minors. UVA Health also paused all transgender-related care for children. In Washington, D.C., Children's National Hospital and Northwest Washington Hospital both stopped giving puberty blockers and hormone treatments to minors. Lurie Children's Hospital in Illinois is reviewing its transgender services for minors. Children's Hospital of Philadelphia is also closely looking at its gender treatments for children. President Trump promised to protect American children, and this action is making sure no child is given life-changing treatments they may regret. He will continue working to keep kids safe. The White House is preparing an executive order to eliminate the Department of Education, sources have confirmed. This follows President Trump's long-standing pledge to dismantle the agency, which was created in 1979 under President Jimmy Carter. Trump had promised to close the department and shift education responsibilities to individual states, a move reflected in the Republican Party's platform. The proposal is part of Trump's broader educational reform plan, which includes expanding school choice and addressing issues like critical race theory in schools. The Department of Education oversees public education for more than 50 million students and provides support for over 12 million post-secondary students. Critics, including the National Education Association, argue that abolishing the department would hurt vulnerable students, increase class sizes, and make education less accessible. While there has been ongoing Republican support for dismantling the department, past efforts have failed. With Republicans holding a majority in the House and Senate, Trump's executive order faces a challenging path ahead, especially with the need for bipartisan support in the Senate. President Donald Trump plans to attend the Super Bowl in New Orleans this Sunday. He will be the first sitting president to attend the game. The Kansas City Chiefs will play against the Philadelphia Eagles with kickoff at 6:30 p.m. ET. Before the game, Fox News anchor Bret Baier will interview Trump in West Palm Beach, Florida. The interview will air ahead of the Super Bowl. Trump has not said which team he supports. This will be the Chiefs' third straight Super Bowl appearance. Security for the event will be very strict, especially after the terror attack in New Orleans on January 1st when a man drove a truck down Bourbon Street, killing 14 people and injuring many others. The Department of Homeland Security has labeled the game a Level 1 security event, meaning it requires the highest level of law enforcement coordination. More than 100,000 people are expected to be in New Orleans for the game, and nearly 700 DHS agents are working to keep the event safe. Officials say there are no known threats but remain on high alert due to recent attacks. President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met at the White House for a key discussion on Israel's security and peace efforts. This marked Netanyahu's first visit as a foreign leader during Trump's second term. The two leaders focused on the ongoing ceasefire and hostage negotiations between Israel and Hamas. Trump acknowledged that while progress has been made, the situation remains uncertain with no guarantees of lasting peace. Netanyahu expressed his intention to discuss Israel's victory over Hamas, countering Iranian influence, and strengthening ties with Arab nations. In the press briefing, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz emphasized continued efforts to bring American hostages back from Gaza. He also addressed the complex task of rebuilding Gaza, calling for a realistic timeline of 10 to 15 years, far beyond previous expectations. Netanyahu's last meeting with Trump was in July 2024 during the campaign. The two have since worked on repairing their relationship following the 2023 Hamas attack. This visit further solidifies the strong US-Israel partnership. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. The Senate Intelligence Committee voted 9-8 to support President Trump's nominee, Tulsi Gabbard, for the position of Director of National Intelligence. This decision brings Gabbard closer to confirmation, with the full Senate set to make the final decision. During her confirmation hearing, Gabbard faced intense questioning from Republicans about her views on Edward Snowden and government surveillance programs. Gabbard had previously supported a pardon for Snowden but clarified that she no longer sought clemency for him. She also softened her stance on the surveillance program under Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, acknowledging its importance for national security. Republican Senators Susan Collins and Todd Young, initially seen as potential opponents, announced their support for Gabbard, helping her secure the committee's backing. Gabbard, a former congresswoman from Hawaii, would oversee 18 intelligence agencies if confirmed, managing a budget of about $100 billion. Gabbard's critics have raised concerns about her past comments and alleged alignment with U.S. adversaries, but she denied these accusations, defending her record in the Army and as a public servant. Doug Collins has been confirmed as the new Secretary of Veterans Affairs following a 77-23 vote in the U.S. Senate. The former congressman and Iraq War veteran is now in charge of the department that oversees care for America's veterans. Collins, who served as an Air Force chaplain, was nominated by President Trump in November. Trump praised Collins, saying he would be a strong advocate for veterans, active duty service members, and military families. The Department of Veterans Affairs has a budget exceeding $350 billion and manages nearly 200 medical centers across the nation. During his confirmation hearing, Collins highlighted the importance of understanding the challenges veterans face, especially those returning from recent conflicts like Iraq and Afghanistan. He promised to improve care, reduce regulations, and tackle wait times for veterans. Though his nomination passed with broad support, some senators like Massey Hirono raised concerns over access to reproductive care for veterans. Collins has committed to working with Congress to enhance the department's services without resorting to privatization. New York has introduced new protections for doctors who send abortion pills to states where abortion is banned. This comes after a New York doctor, Dr. Margaret Carpenter, was indicted by a Louisiana grand jury for allegedly prescribing abortion pills to a patient in Louisiana. Governor Kathy Hochul signed a bill allowing doctors to request that their names be removed from abortion pill prescriptions using their medical practice names instead. Hochul emphasized that New York will not allow other states to intimidate doctors or patients, particularly in conservative areas like Louisiana and Indiana. The law comes in response to efforts by some red states to prosecute doctors who provide telemedicine abortions. Shield laws in blue states like New York aim to protect providers by not complying with requests to prosecute them. These laws have been crucial in maintaining abortion access since the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in 2022. Hochul vowed to protect New York doctors, stating she would never agree to extradite a doctor who followed their medical oath. This new law ensures that doctors' identities remain protected when sending abortion pills out of state. A grand get-together event was held on February 1, 2025 at 6 p.m. at Sanai Restaurant in Jackson Heights, New York to celebrate the English New Year 2025. The event was hosted by Legal Network International and We Are the People, Inc.
Thank you to the person who had the vision of putting this network together to bring good legal services to our community. And I'm going to ask for an applause for Brother Jacob Milton.
Spearheaded by Jacob Milton, President and CEO of Legal Network, and Director Neera Nero. The gathering brought together distinguished members of the Bangladeshi community, including community leaders, lawyers, judges, senators, political figures, as well as representatives from the press, electronic media, and mainstream American news outlets. The primary objective of the event was to welcome the new year while emphasizing the importance of upholding the law under the Trump administration. Attendees were informed and cautioned against engaging in any unlawful activities and were encouraged to abide by legal protocols. Prominent community figures delivered valuable speeches acknowledging the relentless efforts of Jacob Milton and Nira Nero in advancing the interests of the Bangladeshi community. Notable attendees included Dr. Shaukat Ali Shahnawaz, founder of Golden Age Corporation, and his wife Runa Nawaz, all of whom praised the initiatives of Legal Network International. Additionally, Millennium TV USA and Millennium News 24 CEO Tafadur Noor and his colleague Nahid Hassan were present at the event, highlighting the significance of such community-driven initiatives. Legal Network International assured continued legal support for the community and pledged to undertake more effective initiatives for the welfare of Bangladeshi expatriates in the future. Bill Gates recently opened up about his divorce from Melinda French Gates, calling it his biggest regret. However, the Microsoft co-founder said he has moved past the split and is now enjoying his relationship with girlfriend Paula Hurd. In an interview on NBC's Today Show, Gates, 69 years old, reflected on his life, mentioning how successful his business career has been and how proud he is of his kids. He acknowledged that while his divorce wasn't easy, he doesn't complain because of the positive aspects of his life. Gates also shared that despite the divorce, he would go through the same experience again because of the time spent with Melinda and their 3 children. Gates, who divorced Melinda in 2021 after 27 years of marriage, said he is lucky to have a serious girlfriend now. He and Hurd, a philanthropist, have attended several events together, including the Olympics and a Baylor University basketball game. Gates also mentioned Hurd in his memoir, thanking her for her support during the writing process. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. Mexico began deploying 10,000 troops along its border with the United States, fulfilling a promise made to U.S. President Donald Trump. The move was part of an agreement to delay a 25% tariff on Mexican exports. President Claudia Sheinbaum confirmed the deployment had started and explained that the troops were reassigned from areas in Mexico with lower security concerns. The deployment was a key part of the last-minute deal aimed at reducing illegal migration and preventing the smuggling of fentanyl into the U.S. This decision followed President Trump's announcement of tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China, which caused market concerns about a global trade war. While 450,000 people have been murdered in Mexico since the government launched an offensive against drug cartels in 2006, Sheinbaum reassured the public that the troop deployment would not leave other areas of the country vulnerable to crime. Police in Sweden confirmed that about 10 people were killed in a shooting at an adult education school in Örebro, a city west of Stockholm. The shooting took place at the campus Risbergska School, which caters to students over 20-year-old. Authorities initially reported 5 people wounded, including the suspected shooter, before confirming the death toll later in the day. Local police chief Roberto A. Forrest said the shooter was among the dead. However, he stressed that the investigation was still ongoing and they were working to identify the victims. While the motive remains unclear, police cannot rule out the involvement of additional perpetrators. Medical officials reported that 4 of the injured underwent surgery with one in serious condition. No police officers were hurt in the attack. Sweden has strict firearm laws requiring licenses for possession, and police continue to investigate the incident, urging the public to avoid the area. Let's have a look on today's sports story. Atlanta United made a major move by signing Ivorian striker Emmanuel Latelade from Middlesbrough for a record $22 million, breaking the previous MLS transfer fee record of $16.2 million. Latelade, 26 years old, is contracted through the 2028 MLS season with an option for 2029 and will take up a designated player spot. Sporting director Chris Henderson praised Latelade for his pace and goal-scoring ability, adding that his style will strengthen Atlanta's attack. This marks the club's second big off-season signing following Miguel Almiron's return from Newcastle United for around $10 million. Latelade scored 29 goals in 67 matches for Middlesbrough, including 11 goals in the current season. He started his pro career with Italy's Atlanta in 2016. Atlanta's next MLS match will be on February 22 against CF Montreal, where they will debut their new signing. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,870.33. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 128.49 points or 0.64%. Tokyo stock close price is 38,520.09. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 1,052.40 points or 2.66%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,250.60. The Shanghai index is decreased by 2.03 points or 0.06%. Hong Kong stock close price is 20,217.26. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 7.85 points or 0.04%. Bombay stock close price is 77,186.74. The Sensex index is decreased by 319.22 points or 0.41%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. President Trump took action to protect children from gender treatments. White House prepares executive order to eliminate Department of Education. President Trump to make history by attending Super Bowl in New Orleans. Trump and Netanyahu meet at the White House in first foreign visit of second term. Senate Intelligence Committee approves Tulsi Gabbard's nomination for Intelligence Chief. Doug Collins confirmed as Veterans Affairs Secretary in latest Trump cabinet appointment. Governor Hochul signs bill to safeguard abortion providers mailing pills. Grand New Year 2025 celebration for Bangladeshi expatriates in New York. Bill Gates talks about his regret over divorce and new relationship. Mexico deploys 10,000 troops to U.S. border amid trade deal. Sweden shooting at adult school leaves around 10 dead in Örebro. And Atlanta United breaks MLS record to sign striker Emmanuel Late. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.